What if I told you that Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift are secretly working together right now to save both of their reputations? I know that sounds insane, but hear me out. The timing of Kim's recent comments about Taylor is too perfect to be a coincidence. Just as Taylor's nice girl image is crumbling thanks to those leaked Blake Lively text messages, Kim suddenly decides to praise her former enemy on a podcast. This isn't random, this is strategy. And today, we're going to break down exactly why these two former rivals might be playing chess while everyone else is watching the board. If you love celebrity drama with a side of conspiracy theory, hit that subscribe button because you're in the right place. Let's get into it. So here's what nobody's talking about. Kim Kardashian made a rare public comment about Taylor Swift nearly 2 years after Taylor released that diss track inspired by Kim. You remember the song Thank You Amy, where she capitalized the letters K-I-M? Yeah, that one. The song where Taylor literally sings about how Kim's kids will someday sing along to Taylor's music, creating this weird dynamic where Taylor becomes part of their lives despite being their mom's enemy. It was petty, it was calculated, and it was very Taylor Swift. But now, almost 2 years later, Kim decides to break her silence and say nice things about Taylor. On a podcast with her sister Chloe, Kim admitted that she listens to Taylor's music and has always thought she was super talented and a great artist. On the surface, this seems like Kim taking the high road, being mature, moving on from the drama. But I think there's way more to it than that. Here's where it gets interesting. These comments came out on the exact same day that those damaging text messages between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively were released to the public. The messages that showed Taylor coaching Blake on how to strategically play the media and position herself against Justin Baldoni. The texts that completely destroy Taylor's carefully crafted nice girl image and show her to be calculating, manipulative, and kind of mean. In the leaked messages, Taylor is literally teaching Blake how to think strategically about power dynamics in Hollywood. She says things like, if Justin was strategic, he would keep Taylor Swift out of the trailer, because that gives Blake more power over the film. Blake responds by calling Taylor's mind the actual Roman Empire and praising her for being wickedly smart. Taylor then says Justin's misogyny runs so deep that he thinks women are incapable of winning chess matches or making long game power plays. The irony here is almost too much. Taylor is caught on text message literally bragging about making long game power plays, and then suddenly Kim Kardashian is publicly praising her. Come on, that's not a coincidence, that's coordination. Let's talk about the position Taylor finds herself in. For years, she's cultivated this image of being the sweet, relatable girl next door who writes songs about her feelings. She's positioned herself as a victim of mean girls, snake emojis, and people who don't understand her. Her entire brand is built on being the underdog who rises above the haters with grace and talent. But these Blake Lively text messages completely shatter that illusion. They show Taylor as the one calling the shots, the one thinking 3 moves ahead, the one manipulating situations to her advantage. They prove that she's not the victim in these scenarios. She's the chess player. She's the strategist. She's the one thinking about power dynamics and how to control the narrative. And right now, the public is turning on Blake Lively hard. The whole It Ends With Us drama has already damaged Blake's reputation, and these text messages are making it so much worse. Blake is being dragged through the mud, and by extension, Taylor is getting dragged too, because the messages show her involvement in the strategic planning behind Blake's media moves. This is a massive problem for Taylor, because her entire career depends on people seeing her as authentic and genuine. If the public starts to view her as calculated and fake, that threatens everything she's built. She needs a way to soften her image right now, to show that she's not this cold, calculating strategist that the text messages make her appear to be. Enter Kim Kardashian. What better way to rehabilitate your image than to make peace with a former enemy? If Kim, who Taylor literally wrote a diss track about, is willing to say nice things and move past the drama, then maybe Taylor isn't so bad after all. Maybe she's capable of growth. Maybe she can let grudges go. Maybe she's the bigger person. But here's the thing. This isn't just about helping Taylor. Kim gets something out of this too. Kim Kardashian is at a point in her career where she's trying to rebrand herself. She's distancing herself from Kanye, building a new identity, focusing on her business ventures and her legal work. She wants to be taken more seriously and seen as more than just a reality TV star. The problem is that Taylor Swift fans, the Swifties, are one of the most powerful and loyal fan bases in the world. They've hated Kim for years because of the whole phone call scandal, where Kim posted those Snapchat videos trying to make Taylor look like a liar. Kim has been public enemy number one in their eyes, and that's not good for someone trying to rebrand. By making peace with Taylor, or at least appearing to, Kim could potentially neutralize some of that hatred. She could show that she's moved on, that she's mature, that she doesn't hold grudges. It makes her look like the reasonable one, especially since Taylor is the one who wrote a diss track 2 years after the initial drama. Kim can position herself as the adult in the room who's ready to bury the hatchet. Plus, Kim has always been smart about public perception. She knows how to work the media, how to control narratives, how to stay relevant. Aligning herself with Taylor Swift, even loosely, keeps her in the conversation. People are talking about Kim again, not because of drama or scandal, but because she's being gracious and complimentary. That's good PR. To understand why this potential alliance is so significant, we need to remember how deep this feud goes. It all started with Kanye West's song Famous, where he rapped about Taylor, claiming he made her famous and suggesting they might still hook up. Kanye said Taylor approved the lyrics in a phone call, but Taylor denied it and painted herself as the victim of Kanye's misogyny. Then Kim got involved and released edited snippets of a phone call between Kanye and Taylor that seemed to show Taylor had approved some of the lyrics. Taylor was caught in what looked like a lie, and the internet turned on her hard. The snake emojis flooded her social media. She basically disappeared from public life for a while. It was arguably the lowest point of her career. Taylor eventually came back with the Reputation album, addressing the drama and reclaiming the snake imagery. She rebuilt her career and her image over the following years, but she never forgot. That's what makes the Thank You Amy song so telling. Years later, she's still taking shots at Kim, still holding on to that grudge. In the song, Taylor references Kim sending Valentine's Day gifts to her haters back in 2018, calling it precious and adorable in a sarcastic way. Kim had sent her fragrance products to people she considered haters as a kind of trolling move, and Taylor clearly never forgot about it. The fact that she's still writing songs about Kim years later shows that this feud has been very real and very personal for her. But now something has shifted. Now Kim is being complimentary. Now the door is open for reconciliation, or at least the appearance of it. And the timing, as I mentioned, is just too perfect. Let's break down what's really happening here from a strategic standpoint. Taylor is facing a reputation crisis because of the Blake Lively texts. She needs to humanize herself and show that she's capable of forgiveness and growth. Making peace with Kim does exactly that. Kim, on the other hand, is trying to move beyond her past and build a more sophisticated public image. Being the bigger person in a feud with America's sweetheart makes her look mature and reasonable. It also gets the Swifties off her back, which is valuable. So both women benefit from this potential reconciliation. It's not about genuine friendship or even genuine forgiveness. It's about mutual benefit. It's about both of them getting what they need from the public narrative at this particular moment in time. And here's the beautiful irony. Taylor got caught on text talking about making strategic power plays and thinking like the Roman Empire. And now we're watching what might be the biggest strategic power play of all, her potential reconciliation with Kim Kardashian happening in real time. The student has become the master. Now, while we're talking about the Kardashians, I have to mention the Kourtney and Jennifer Lawrence situation because it's actually kind of hilarious. Jennifer Lawrence famously called Kourtney Kardashian annoying in an interview, saying she drives her nuts because everything has to be an announcement with Kourtney. Like announcing she's not going to wear outfits anymore, or announcing she doesn't have a TV in her room. Jennifer's point was just do whatever you want and stop making announcements about it. The internet loved this because Jennifer was saying what everyone was thinking. Kourtney does come across as the most difficult and complaining sister on their reality show. She's constantly miserable, and nothing seems to make her happy. But now Jennifer is kind of walking it back. On Amy Poehler's podcast, she acknowledged that her quotes can sound insane when they're turned into headlines. She admitted that she probably should do less press because things get taken out of context. But then she also said the Kourtney comment was true and everyone was thinking it, so she's not exactly apologizing. What makes this interesting is that Jennifer has a close relationship with the Kardashian family. Kris Jenner attended her wedding. Kim has told stories about Jennifer getting drunk at their house and making Kim dress her from Kris's closet. They clearly have genuine friendship there. So Jennifer calling out Kourtney wasn't coming from a place of hatred or trying to start drama. It was just her being honest and unfiltered, which is part of her brand. And honestly, it was refreshing to hear someone just say what we were all thinking, instead of pretending everything is perfect. So here's what we know. Kim Kardashian praised Taylor Swift on the exact same day that damaging text messages about Taylor were released. Taylor is in desperate need of image rehabilitation after being exposed as more calculating than her public persona suggests. Kim is trying to rebrand herself and neutralize the hatred from Taylor's fanbase. Both women benefit from appearing to make peace. Is this a genuine reconciliation? Probably not. Is it a strategic alliance where both parties get what they need? Absolutely. And honestly, I kind of respect it. This is celebrity PR at its finest. These are two incredibly smart, strategic women who understand how to work the media and control narratives. They're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. The real question is what happens next. Will Taylor acknowledge Kim's olive branch? Will they be photographed together at some event? Will Taylor write a song about forgiveness and moving on? Or will this all quietly fade away once it's served its purpose? My prediction is that we'll see a slow thaw in their relationship. Maybe a strategic Instagram like here and there. Maybe a comment at an award show. Nothing too overt, but enough to signal to the public that the feud is over. Both women are too smart to make it obvious that this is a calculated move. They'll let it develop naturally, or at least appear to. What do you think? Am I reading too much into the timing, or is this the strategic power play it appears to be? Do you think Kim and Taylor are working together, or is this all just coincidence? And more importantly, whose side are you on in all of this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to hear what you think about this whole situation. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more celebrity drama analyzed from a strategic perspective, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. I break down all the moves, the timing, and the strategies that celebrities use to control their narratives. And trust me, there's always more going on than meets the eye. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where we dive even deeper into the Blake Lively situation and what those text messages reveal about how Hollywood really works. Until then, stay strategic, stay skeptical, and remember that in celebrity world, timing is never a coincidence.